Welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name is Nathan and today we're doing a walk around video of this 2013 Mazda 3 Neo. Now what we'll do is go around the exterior condition of the car and just cover some of the features of the interior. Now just starting off at the front end, what you can see here is obviously quite predominantly the Mazda badging right in the middle there. Does make it nice and clear with this nice chrome finish on this beautiful grayish greenish tingy car. So beautiful color that Mazda has actually gone for. Now just below that you get the black front grille, does split the car up and give it kind of a bit of a sporty look as well. Got another grille over here. Now this one's not functional, just to add a little bit of feature to the actual car. On the side here I've got this really big bold headlights, obviously gives extra visibility for all the other drivers on the road, and you've got your indicator built in just on the side there as well. Now as we come across to the first alloy wheel, as you can see, the previous owner has done a great job in looking after these genuine Mazda rims. Now they are in great condition, no actual damage or wear and tear to the rims, no stone chips, and plenty of tread on these tires. So the car has been looked after and driven quite carefully as well. You can tell just by how the wheels tread are. Now coming across the side of the car, you do get the color matched side mirror and door handle, so it does blend in really nicely with the car, gives a very simple look, and nothing too sophisticated about the car, but does get really good characteristics. You do get your indicator built into that quarter panel as well. Now as we come across the side, one thing I will note is the car doesn't actually come with tint, so I would highly recommend you speak to us about our tint options here, as it is going to give a lifetime warranty on some premium tint, and obviously the benefits of tint are the massive heat reduction you get from the interior, and obviously the UV protection and the added safety features of tint, which we're happy to go across with you when you do come in. Now taking a look at the interior, you do get these cloth seats. Now bolsters are in great condition, no major damage to the actual seats and no major wear and tear marks, as you can see, and the car's been looked after quite well, no tears or any actual spills, as you can see on the seat. And on the carpets there, great condition, no tearing or any major damage. Is a little bit of fading, but it's what you'd expect from a 7-year-old car. Just on the bottom here, you've got the scuff plate on the actual paint, so it is going to protect this part of the car when you're getting in and out and prevent it from any major damage. Now just taking a look at the door, just where you can get a little bit lazy and kick the door open. The previous owner's done a great job in looking after the actual door card, where there's very minimal marks. So car's actually in quite a good condition considering the age of it. As we come across the side, I will note that the paint condition on this side of the car is excellent. There's no scratches or major damage. Very minor mark there, however the car actually presents really well. Now coming over to that second alloy, again, condition of the rim is exceptional. There's no damage or stone chips, and great condition there, and plenty of tread on the tires. Now one thing I will note is the fuel cap is on the driver's side of the car, so it does make it nice and easy for the driver when you are hopping in and out of the car. As we come across to the tailgate, very signature back end for the Mazda 3. You do get this really nice chrome badging in the middle here, and you've got your brake lights and your reverse lights mounted there, as well as your rear fog. So very well designed layout of the car. You've got a nice high mounted brake light under this rear spoiler. Does add that extra visibility for all the other drivers on the road when you are braking. Now you've got your rear wiper blades here and little washers as well, and little button here which will help you flick open the boot. And just looking in the car here, as you can see, massive amount of space in the back end here for anything that you might need it for. So this car is well designed for your everyday use. And just taking a look in here, if you lift this on the back end here, you can obviously fold the seats down. It's going to give it a little bit of added space, and it does come with a cargo liner, so it is going to prevent anyone from peeking inside there. And people do get a bit noisy these days, so it is going to stop people from peering in. Now just under that you've got your space saver spare wheel, which doesn't look like it's ever been used, which is good to know. So you can see the car has been looked after quite well by the previous owners. Now just close this up. As we come across the passenger side, again, you can see how well the paintwork actually does present. I thought that was a mark, but again, it's just, you can just see how well this car is presented. The weather today hasn't been great, so it has blown up a bit of dust onto the car. But as we look at the third alloy here, again, great condition on the rims. This side of the car generally gets the most damage, and there's no wear or tear or any stone chips or scratches along the edging here. So previous owner can park their car. And just looking at the tires there, again, plenty of tread on those tires. And just coming across, you can see a lot of a great condition. Again, thought there was a mark, but no mark. So the paintwork's actually really good. So I would actually recommend you speak to us about our glass coat option. Now what this is going to do is give a lifetime warranty on this paintwork. Sorry, 5 years warranty considering the age of the car, but it has been looked after quite well, and it is going to make it very easy to clean the car. Now coming over to that fourth alloy, again, the one that generally gets damaged the most, has the most smallest little mark here, which you can barely even see unless you're being really picky, but the rim is in great condition and plenty of tread on these tires. Now, car presents really well, and it is actually quite a great car for a first car. So please come and speak to us about the options that we do offer in regards to this. What we're going to do now is pop the hood open and take a look inside. Alright, taking a look inside the engine bay of this Mazda, what you have here is a 4-cylinder 2-litre petrol motor. Now it is fitted with a 5-speed automatic gearbox. It does make the shifts really nice and smooth. Now this car does have a 5-star ANCAP rating with 6 airbags. So as I mentioned before, great car for a first car. Now this motor itself produces 108 kilowatts with 182 Newton meters torque. So enough power for all your daily needs and getting around the city while maximizing fuel economy. Now this has a fuel capacity of 55 litres and it does run on your regular 91 fuel with an E10 capability as well. Now this has a combined fuel consumption of 8.2 litres per 100 kilometers with an average fuel distance of 671 kilometers off a full tank, so great on economy. Alright, now taking a look inside the Mazda 3, as you can see the buttons are really well laid out, and this car is very well laid out for whoever might be using it. It's very user friendly, very easy to use buttons as well, and quite clear in what the car can actually do. Now starting off on the right side on the driver's side door, you do get all your power window settings, with your driver's side being fully automatic up and down. However, the rest of your standard automatic windows, standard power windows. Just below that is your lock control for the windows in case people are playing around with the windows in the back seat, and just above that are your power mirror settings and toggles to control that. Now just on the right hand side is your traction control button to turn off. It's normally just left on, but you can turn it off for whatever reason you might do in a Mazda 3. And just above that on your steering column, you've got the right hand stalk here. Now that's for your left and right indicator, as well as your standard headlight controls as well. Now coming over to the left hand side, on the left hand stalk, you've got all your wiper and washers for your front and rear as well, and they're just your standard manual ones, which you do have to adjust accordingly. Now looking at the steering wheel, you do have this really nice vinyl steering wheel, very comfortable to use and actually in great condition. There's no any damage or marks really to the wheel, and yeah, the previous owner's done a great job in looking after the car, as you can tell. And now on the right hand side, you do have a little button, a few little controls here. Now what this allows you to do is flick to the little screen actually in the middle of your center console there. Now that gives you a few little options like your fuel consumption, FM and AM radio, and a few little other settings and information if you wanted to, whichever one you wanted to choose. Now on the left hand side are all your Bluetooth connectivity for your call and reject. So just Bluetooth connectivity for your voice control. It doesn't actually have Bluetooth audio. However, you got your mode to flick to the different options there, AM, FM, as well as your auxiliary and CD, and you've got your voice activation. Now just under that, you've got your cruise control settings to turn on and off from here, and you do have your set and coast settings just below that. So very well laid out steering wheel, quite easy to access all the buttons. As I said, the car is designed quite well for a first owner, so would highly recommend this car for your first, maybe for your oldest kid. Now coming over to the center console, as I mentioned, you've got a display up there and possibly a little bit of storage if you did want to keep anything up there. However, it probably would fly around, so I would recommend using the other storage in the car. Just below that is your hazard symbol, nice and easy to access in case you do get stuck in an emergency. And just below that are all your hard buttons for your entertainment system. So FM1, FM2, AM, CD, and auxiliary. And as I mentioned, you've got your disc controls and all your volume and tune for your radio. Now just below that are your hard buttons for your climate control. You've got your mode options, your fan speed, and the temperature here. Now just in the middle there is your AC button with your rear demister, and your front demister is just on this toggle here. And you've got just a little bit of storage under here with another 12-volt socket for any charging. Now there is no cigarette lighter, as we don't encourage people to smoke in the cars. And as I mentioned before, it is a 5-speed gearbox. Now you can just flick it into drive and the car will just do everything for you. However, you can flick it across to the right and flick through the gears manually yourself if you did want to do that. In case you are pulling something or do have a slightly heavy payload in the car, you can do that. Now you do have a manual handbrake just next to that, which is wrapped in vinyl. Very nice and easy to maintain this car the way it has been designed. And you've got 2 cup holders here, and you can actually take out this center bit in case you wanted to use that for a bit of added storage. Do have another vinyl center console, and you can flick that up. As you can see, you've got a little bit of storage in here that can move around if you did want to access some stuff at the back. However, you can take it out quite easily, and you've got a USB port and an auxiliary and another 12-volt socket in there as well for any possible charging you might need. Now what I'll get the camera person to do is actually pan around the car and show you the condition of the interior, just to show how well the car's actually been looked after by the previous owner. The seats are in great condition, no major wear or tear on the actual seats or fading in the back. So previous owner's done a really great job in looking after this. Now if we're just pulling out the warranty book here and the servicing, car has done 92,000 kilometers and has been serviced all the way through. Last service done at 89,000 kilometers, which is when it came into our dealership, and it has been serviced quite well. So the car has been looked after since the time it was purchased, and all the you can see the car's been looked after mechanically and cosmetically as well. So great car for any person that might need it. As you can see, the car presents well. So what we're going to do is hop outside and wrap up the video. Thank you for watching the walk around video of this 2013 Mazda 3 Neo. Now, as you can see, the car presents really well for what it is and great value for money as well. Now, if you did have any additional questions in regards to the car or wanted to test drive, the number to dial is 99070555. Now, just before I go, this car does qualify for our premium mechanical protection plan. Now, what that offers is 5 years extended protection on 181 electrical and mechanical components of the car, and it does come with 10 years roadside assistance, so it gives you that peace of mind if you are stuck in a situation where you might not be able to be reached. It does give you that added protection, and as I mentioned, if it is for a first car, it does give you that assurance that your child's going to be looked after in case of an emergency. Now, this car does qualify for glass coat and tint with a 6-year warranty on the actual paintwork and a lifetime warranty on the tint. So please talk to us about the packages that we can do for you. Now, these are at an additional cost. However, if you are using our in-house finance, I'd love to introduce you to our business managers, Julie and Mario, who show just how minimal these will affect your repayments. Now, lastly, please check out our Google reviews. With over 1,000 reviews and sitting at 4.8 stars, it gives you the assurance that you are dealing with the right people and the right kind of business. Now, as I mentioned before, if you did have any questions, the number to dial is 99070555. My name is Nathan, and remember, Berwick Mitsubishi, love that experience.